loa atu I le tātou atunu. Ia, o le ua mātou whaatasi le tātou ofisa whaasalalau nei ma le sunga ya Eroni Leilua. O Eroni Leilua, ia o le alo le tātou atunu o lea ua filifilia nei. I se tasi o wha moe moe ua whaingoina o le Laser Standard Sailing World Championship. O lea la o le a whaia I mele pone ia Februari o le novingo le masina fau. O la tau la ia a wai ia I le wha moe moe lea. E qualify ia I le tangata I le Olympic fo I le Games I Tokyo. Lea la ua mawale na ia wanoa tāua. Ia mātou te wāwārua whai whātala noa. Talu wai o le tātou porkalame le nei o le bilingual program. Ia o le taimile nei le tolua ngā I le ono. Ia o le na winga la o lea o le a wha Samoa fo I mo wha Peritania. Ia ono le sunga ia Leilua. Ia Eroni. Ia na soifua lava I ni usila nei. Welcome on our program. It's good to have you, Eroni, on our program at this time of the day.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Whaafetai lava mo le whaawanoa ina o le taimi. Eroni, where are you from Samoa?
From Vaivasi Uta. Yeah,
Your family, your dad's from Vaivasi?
Yeah, so dad's from Fusi and Savai, and then his mum's side's from Vaiala. Yeah, but then we live in Vaivasi. Yeah.
But you born here in
Born in New Zealand, yeah. Yeah.
Malo? Yeah. Wa mo le avanoa ma le sunga ya Eroni?
Whaftai lava mo le avanoa, Sunita, and welcome. Hey, Ruani, it's lovely to have you on board. It is amazing to hear that one of many of our Samoan Olympians who, to do this kind of craft. Let's talk about sailing. Let's talk about your journey. What made you get into sailing?
So I was living in Samoa. I was about 8 years old, and Mum decided to get us into the yacht club and get us down there to see what sailing was about. We'd never done it before, never seen it before, and it was something new. So we got into it and really enjoyed it. It was one of the other sports. The only other sport we played was soccer, so it was kind of something to change things up. And yeah, it was cool. It was cool being out on the water. You went fast when it was windy, and you're just out by yourself kind of thing, a lot of freedom. So yeah, it was awesome.
Where was your interest in sailing? Was it here in Aotearoa, or was it in Samoa where you grew up?
It was definitely, it's always come from Samoa. Yeah, that's where I learned how to sail, and there's nothing like sailing out in the lagoon out of Mulinu'u. It's just something, it's something different to sailing here. I mean, sailing here is good, but Samoa's, nothing tops it.
Those are fighting words. Those are fighting words. Yes, it's challenging, and it's not often, Sunita, it's not often you hear a lot of Samoan sailors. How did that come about? How did the sailing, because all we know is alo pau pau, there's ngau alofa, our big voyaging waka, but how did sailing in Samoa created in terms of getting our youth involved as well?
Yeah, so the yacht club in Samoa is run predominantly by a lady named Rema von Reiki. And she, from the very first day that I joined up with the club, she was the main coach and led everyone through their Learn to Sail programs right up until racing. And she's a big driver of sailing around Samoa. And it kind of flourished from there. And then once, if you were into racing and stuff, you could push it further. And we started doing little competitions in the Pacific and stuff. And if you wanted to go further, then you could go further. And she really backed you. But it got to a level in Samoa where the competition only goes so far, and to keep improving and building on your skills, you kind of have to go offshore. And New Zealand being a close country, and also me being half New Zealander, it really helped when we moved here for school, because I was obviously got some good schooling here, but also got the benefit of being up against some top sailors, and kind of learned a lot as I went along with being exposed to that type of skill level and stuff.
Amazing. Sunita, SSC officer?
Ona o le tātou proklame pe ona whaafonga mai bilingual. Le ala o vatua alvesi li wha Samoa Eroni. O te pole tu sape te tali wha Peritania, it's alright.
Yeah.
O te manatu for ilea, I just want to take my hat off you for choosing Samoa. Why? Samoa, I feel affiliated to represent Samoa instead of New Zealand.
Probably because that's where I grew up, and that's where I learned how to sail and stuff. And yeah, I've always represented Samoa since I got to a certain level. And yeah, I just want to hopefully make the country proud and be the first Samoan sailor to do so.
O le whamoe lea iai mo Melbourne e mawai lea wano e representa i o e Samoa le Olimpika fo o le taimi mua. O le whamoe lea e tau te tau wā e manisi o isi atu nuu ia o na mawai loa leo o le awanoa e te alu e whai masu o Samoa o le sa ole.
Yeah. So there's 3 spots in the Oceania. The first and second spot have been taken up by New Zealand and Australia, and now there's a 3rd spot that is up for grabs for the next top Pacific nation. Yeah.
Now let's get into the nitty-gritty of things. Tell us, why are you here?
I just want to get out there and see if there's anyone willing to jump on board and sponsor or just help out in some way. Get me to the Worlds and then eventually onto the Olympics. It's a majority of it is self-funded, so and it's not a cheap sport either. So there's a lot of funding needed to get me there. I've got a few fundraisers lined up here and there, but any support is welcomed and really appreciated. Yeah.
Fantastic. That's wonderful, because I know it's not a cheap sport, as you nailed it. It's not easy, but I know that it's a natural sport for a lot of many Samoans when it comes to being on the waters. Yeah. Now tell us, what's the feeling like? What's the waters, the differences as we spoke before? Tell us a little bit more about the waters, the difference in Samoa, sailing in Samoa and sailing here in Aotearoa, that many of our viewers and listeners would like to know about that.
Yeah, so sailing in Samoa is it's very sheltered. There's a feeling of safeness as such. You've got the lagoon. There's a reef that surrounds majority of the island, so you're kind of sheltered by the reef, and you can go sailing, as late as you want, as long as you want. You've got no worries, and the breeze is nice. It's a nice sea breeze,
right.
And obviously nice climate. Whatnot. New Zealand's a little bit different. Obviously, with the different seasons, it can get quite cold over here. And when you're sailing over here, you're out in the deep blue. There's no reef to protect you as somewhat. So it's just you and the blue. So yeah.
Let's talk about the current.
Yeah.
Who's stronger, here or over there?
Definitely here. Yeah. It's not as noticeable in Samoa, but over here you can get quite strong.
Because you've been sailing for years, you actually got quite very good at knowing the current in Samoa. You can handle it, whereas here it's quite slightly different.
Yeah. It's just more. It's stronger. It's stronger over here. Yeah, just with the different inlets that comes through. Whereas Samoa, there's kind of one in, one out. Whereas here, there's various inlets which create different currents and different pulls and pushes kind of thing.
Now, you mentioned off air a very important part. We spoke about how many sailing clubs in Samoa, and what was the main issue why you said there was a lot of sailors? You start off, it was a great start, and then all of a sudden it's now been a mixed bag. What do you think? Why is that stopping people from coming or joining?
Yeah, so sailing isn't as exposed as it could be in Samoa. A lot of people don't realise there's a sailing club or know how to tap into learning or just being exposed to it. And on top of that, it's obviously not a cheap sport, so that tends to be one of the biggest barriers for Samoan kids to get amongst it. So what my absolute dream would be to see primary school kids have the ability or the chance to get a go at sailing and have a go, and maybe it might be a school trip or some form of trip that they can try it out and see if they like it, and if they do like it, some form of funding from the school or from the government to help them get on their way and have a shot at competing and doing similar to what I've done. Yeah.
Sunita?
O le whaafonga ma le tātou tunuu I le alo Samoa le sunga Eroni. O le alo Samoa na soifua I nei peitai o lea a whaima o lea taru lava ona iei le tālonga o le fōlaunga, sailing. Ia po le alo ngā waa. O lea lava e na te tau a vea le fua Samoa I tālonga umalava. O lea la iei le wha moe a manuia le tau mwhainga ia Februari. Ia o le sui leo Samoa I le tālonga o le Olimpika I le lua se fulu I Tokyo I le tausanga nei. Mo le teimi mua o le a iei se alo Samoa I tālonga o le Olimpika o tālonga te tele I o le laulang. E iei le wha moe na mafuai o na a whea le polkalame ma maua fwoi se visosoani o no le ta'alonga nei o le sailing e leo se ta'alonga e tau ngofi e mo o mia le fasoasoani fo i lea tau seileni lea lava e whaatupe le sunga ya Eroni lona wha moe moe ai a whai a ngia le fua Samoa i ta'alonga se tate mi mita fua e te ia ua e fia uso atu ya Eroni pe a wha pe e tu mai ua foi lea ua Samoa tu lai o le teimi ua mea lea Eroni le tu nuna fa fongo se to ta tasi alo nu o lo tamama lo tina se I so ani mi pe o te me fa that fundraising.
Yeah, so Dad's from Vaivasi. Well, we're born here and raised in Vaivasi Uta in Upolu. Mum's from New Zealand. She's from North Shore. Okay. And then Dad's from Fusi in Sabai.
Yeah, Fusi sala fai le motutele. Yeah, ale sua foi le Leilua. E tau falling mo so fale I le fio anga le o sangone ia ta ilo ia I le anga le sila fietele le sunga Eroni o le so fu nei o lo tina o palangi o lo tamal sa mo fusi I sala fai ana ola nei vai vase le ana ia sa mo wa vea matato tama fa nau ia walta longa le o sailing Tapuala.
Well, just before we wrap up, thank you once again for joining us. Now, can you also tell us how can, let's say for the future of sailing, and many of our youth or our young ones who want to take part and want to connect and to do the same lineup that you're doing, representing Samoa, and what a wonderful journey that is. Tell us, how can they do that?
Well, they can get in touch with me, and I can put them on to the right people, or they can jump online and search Apia. If it's for people in Samoa, then they can jump online and search Apia Yacht Club. And then get in touch with Rayma or one of the people from the committee. If it's in New Zealand and they want a chance to get a go at it, like I said, get hold of me and I'll put you in the right direction. Yeah.
Fantastic.
E fundraising le fua le so mo February se e te fa manino le fundraising le so ani mai tanga te fa fonga fo I malango in order to support the cause.
Yeah. So we're having a fundraiser this Saturday. We're doing a quiz night, and we've asked various companies and organizations if they want to donate any product or services or vouchers to go towards prizes for the quiz night. The quiz night's actually all sold out now, so we can't sell any more tickets, but we are more than appreciative of any prizes we can put towards it, or vouchers, or just anything. Yeah.
Fantastic.
What's the foi le tau o le ulfali na le fama moele?
Yeah, so there's $20 a ticket is what we sold it for. Yeah. All tables are full. But in saying that, if all things are successful and I do qualify for Tokyo, then I might have to do another fundraiser. Yeah. So there'll most likely be more quiz nights coming.
Well, we're going to wish you all the best, and thank you so much for joining us. Your final words of inspiration to inspire many of our young ones, but not only that, le tatu atunu Samoa. What would you say?
Just don't give up on a dream, and no dream's too small. As a kid, I've always wanted to represent Samoa in sailing and go to the highest that there is, and I've been blessed to be given the opportunities to do so. And nothing's impossible. See your dreams high and just go for it.
Sunita?
Te tasi no fuanga le fai il fundraising le foi le mo le tunu e fia lango atu foi so ni atu pe nei taua inga e fia iloa ia lau sunga ia te ua fa peso pe ia le tali o stamalo lo mato ainga and then they just wanted to come over and if they feel like for if my address for man mo lava
so the address for the fundraiser it's Torbay Yacht Club on Saturday. Torbay Yacht Club, yeah. The yacht club.
Whereabouts that?
Down on Torbay. It's on Beach Road.
Okay.
Yeah, Beach Road and Torbay. Yeah.
Perfect.
Thank you so much, and
no worries.
Have a wonderful weekend.
Cool. Thanks for having me.